A man was driving when he saw the flash of a traffic camera. He figured that his picture had been taken for exceeding the speed limit, even though he knew he was not speeding. Well, just to be sure, he went around the block and passed the same spot again, driving even more slowly this time, but again, he looked up and the camera flashed on him. Now he began to think, this is quite funny. So he drove even slower as he passed the area again, but the traffic camera flashed. He tried a fourth time with the exact same result. He did this a fifth time and was now laughing his butt off when the camera flashed as he rode past, this time at a snail's pace. 2 weeks later, he got 5 tickets in his mailbox for driving without a seatbelt. You can't fix stupid. There was a man that worked his entire life and saved every dollar he had ever earned. One day, he made his wife promise him that when he perished, that she would bury him with every bit of that money. She agreed. And one day, the man died. He was stretched out in the casket, all in black. The wife was sitting there next to their best friend. When they finished the ceremony, just before the undertakers got ready to close the casket, the wife said, "Wait one moment." She had the shoebox with her. She came over with the box and placed it in the casket next to the man. Then the undertakers locked the casket and rolled it away. Her friend said, "I hope you were not crazy enough to put all that money in there with that stingy old grunt." She said, "Yes, I promised him. I'm a good Christian, I can't lie. I promised him that I was going to put that money in that casket with him." "You mean to tell me that you put every single penny of that in the coffin with him?" She said, "Yes, I sure did," said the wife. "I got it all together, put it into my account, and I wrote him a check." 3 guys were at deer camp. They had to bunk 2 to a room. No one wanted to room with Steve because he snored so bad. They decided it wasn't fair to make one of them stay with him the whole time, so they voted to take turns. The first night, John slept in Steve's room and came to breakfast the next morning with his hair a mess, his eyes all bloodshot, and the rest of the guys says, "Man, what happened to you?" He said, "Steve snored so loudly, I just sat up and watched him all night." The next night, it was Gary's turn. In the morning, the same thing, hair all standing up, eyes all bloodshot. Once again, they asked, "Man, what happened to you? You look awful." He said, "Man, Steve just shook the roof. I couldn't sleep a wink, just watched him all night." The third night was Herb's turn. Herb was a big old burly guy who loved to fish and hunt, a manly man. The next morning, he came to breakfast bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. "Good morning, gentlemen." Guys couldn't believe it. They said, "Man, what's going on?" He said, "Well, got ready for bed and went to tuck Steve into bed, and I kissed him goodnight, and he sat up and watched me all night." A police officer in a small town stopped a motorist who was speeding down Main Street. "But officer," the man begged, "I can explain." "Just be quiet," snapped the officer. "I'm going to let you cool your heels in jail until the chief gets back." "But officer, I just wanted to say..." He said, "Keep quiet. You are going to jail." A few hours later, the officer looked in on his prisoner and said, "Lucky for you that the chief's at his daughter's wedding. He'll be in a great mood when he gets back." "Don't count on it," answered the fellow in the cell. "I'm the groom."
Vid Comp remix.